Irashaimasu to kurai. And welcome to the first episode of the Japanese arc, where I'm going to learn as much Japanese as I can, as much Nihongo in 1 week. Okay? So, now, I want to talk a little bit about my expectations, my desire, and what I hope to come of this experience. So I'm very new with Japanese language. Although I have studied it a little bit in the past, I've never formally put effort into it. I've kind of always passively done it by asking people how to say certain things. Therefore, I've never actually seen words written down outside of some basic expressions. And what I want to get used to is kind of seeing the I can't remember the name. Completely forgot. It might be hiragana. It might be. I don't even know. The alphabet that's English phonetic in its written form, so it's easy for obviously English and Romance language speakers to understand, because people like me cannot read katakana, cannot read kanji. So, a different form like that can help. So, I want to be able to kind of recognize the word that I'm hearing, at least when it's written down, as well as have some sort of basic comprehension after somebody yelling after 1 week. So, hang on. So, okay, sorry about that. So, outside of that, I don't have too many expectations about how much I can learn, because I don't know really what's going to, feel easy or come relatively quick or no. So I'm kind of at the mercy of, the spontaneity of it. I don't know how to conjugate. I just know that I did a little research the other day. There's apparently limited forms of verbs. I think there's only 3 forms. And from what I read, it was irregular cases and then 2 other cases. And then in terms of the grammar, there was only 2 modalities of present tense and past tense, and everything else kind of arose from there, which is very fascinating, because English has obviously past, present, future, and then conditional. So I don't know if those exist in Japanese yet, subjunctive, conditional, stuff like that. Imperative, accusative, all that. Inquisitive. So I'm sure they do in their own right. We're going to find out a little bit more about that stuff. Hopefully learn a variety of basic nouns, basic adjectives, nemui, tired, or onaka ga suita, which means hungry. Maybe how to say some colors and some more numbers will be cool. And maybe how to address people in different formalities. There is a different way to talk, from what I understand, depending on who you're talking to in Japanese. And English is kind of the one language that really doesn't seem to have that kind of level of respect, ironically. I mean, you can say certain words, but it's not used so ubiquitously like in these other languages. It seems there's a constant split of formal, informal, street language, etc. And it seems Japanese is no different. So I'm going to look into that, how to talk with maybe people in the professional setting versus the casual setting. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It seems like a lot, but when you do one subject each day, you're not diving too deep. You're just trying to get exposure, and hopefully that exposure is going to create more interest. And I got a lot of it already, but it can't hurt to get a little bit more. You know what I mean? So let's see what we got. I don't have anything ready yet. I'm just gonna jump in. And I think what I'm gonna do is just investigate some more adjectives in Japanese. Okay. In Japanese with English phonetic. Okay, because we do want to read them. Obviously, we're not reading these characters today, or maybe ever. Okay, so let's just use this and a mixture of Google Translate to, check it out. Okay, so we see that most Japanese adjectives end with the sound of either hiragana or I or na, which, okay. Nemui ends with I, okay. Shinsetsu, don't know what that means. Okay. So let's just look up, oh, here we go, okay. So we have big, small, long, short, good, bad, cold, and hot. This is a good list to start with, okay? Let's just use our friend Google Translate to figure out how to pronounce them.
大きい、
大きい、大きいです、大きいです。That's what she said, but それは大きいです。
それは大きいです。
それは大きいです。I mean, you gotta learn the essentials, right? Okay, so let's see. It is small.
小さいです。
小さいです。小さいです。Okay, interesting change here. Notice that the format for it is big and it is small actually translated differently. We had それは大きいです。それは大きいです。And for small, it's 小さいです。小さいです。
小さいです。
小さいです。Okay, let's see how to say a few more. So long,
長さ、
長さ,長い. We have short, 短い,
短い、
短い. Good,
良い、
良い, 良い, 良い. Okay, good, good. You hear that onomatopoeia a lot in anime. Yoi, yoi. Or waru, waru, waru. Waru, waru, waru.
悪い、
Warui. Okay, I did not say it right. Warui. Okay, and sumetai. Sumetai. Sumetai.
寒い、
Samui. Interesting, okay. And hot.
暑い、
Atsui. Atsui. Okay, so by the way, this is the alphabet I was talking about earlier when it's written in English lettering. I completely got it wrong in terms of what the name of that was. I thought it was hiragana, but that's not the case. I was completely wrong. So, yeah, these are a list of basic adjectives. And I think what I'm going to try to do is start to memorize them and then perhaps look into how to form some simple sentences with those adjectives. Okay, so just to learn how to say a few more, let's do some words to describe good. So how about say excellent?
素晴らしい、
Subarashi. Okay. How about on the opposite end? Terrible.
ひどい、
Hidoi. Okay, subarashi and hidoi. And good, yoi. Bad, warui. Okay, let's check how to say full. Ah, okay, interesting. So hungry is onaka ga suita, which also makes sense of where the onomatopoeia gatsu comes from. Onaka gatsuita. Onaka gatsuita. So gatsu is in there, which means like, ravenous. which that's interesting. Maybe like a suffix. Okay, so this one is onaka ippai
お
desu.
腹いっぱいです。
Ippai desu. Okay, so this is after you eat, you say, watashi wa onaka ippai desu. Before, say, watashi wa onaka ga suita desu. Homa ni onaka ga suita desu. And I did remember, before you start eating, you can say hitatakimasu, which I think means bon appetit. Let's see.
食欲旺盛。
Shokuyoku ose. I don't know how to say There's a special, I'll have to like look into it. I'm not sure how to say it, but there's a special, I think it's hitatakimasu. You say that before eating. I don't know, but two more. Mate means wait. I remember that too. Mate. And then there's one more. It is how to say stop. They say this in anime all the time. Yamete. Okay, so that's probably a good start for today. What I need to do is put a little bit of effort into practicing some basic adjectives. And I'm going to start there because I already know how to say, things with I. So it's watashi wa, use anata wa. These are the only two I know, but so I think maybe going from here and also tomorrow transitioning into pronouns and learning how to say things like you are, he is, she is, they are, plus adjective. And yeah, that sounds like a good plan, a good start, and I am excited.
ワクワクしてます。
Waku shitemasu. So, see you tomorrow, mata ashine. And arigatou gozaimasu for checking out this video. Until the next one, peace.